Hi everybody, it's Crystal. So today I'm going to show you how to crochet this chevron stitch here, or the blanket. You can actually use the stitch for something else, like a wrap or a scarf or whatever you want, because I'll give you the multiple so you can change the size or whatever. But this is what it looks like here. So it's actually very easy. It is just a 2-row repeat. It has a cross double and then a row of cross double and then a row of single crochet. It's very easy. This particular one was made with 5 different colors. One color was the single crochet row and the other 4 were switched out every row for the cross double row. So like I said, this is I'm not sure which. I think both sides look pretty good, but this is one side of it. And then if you flip it, I might like that side a little better. The cross doubles are backwards, but they kind of, that single crochet row, kind of, I don't know, they kind of stick out this way. It makes it look a little bit 3D. I don't know, both sides are pretty. But so you display it however you like. So this particular chevron here, like I said, it's very, very easy. And I'll tell you how to make this one. This one measures approximately 52 inches across, and then from point to point, about 66 inches. All right. Of course, you could do it as big, as tall as you like, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the yarn that was used real quick. So the yarn that was used for this particular blanket was from Mary Maxim. It's Mary Maxim Mellow Spun DK. So the DK stands for double knit, which is a lightweight number 3. So it's made with a lightweight number 3 yarn. You don't have to use that, but you will have to adjust your chain amount, you know, if you use a bigger or smaller yarn. There are 200. I'm sorry, this is a 100% acrylic yarn. And there's 284 yards per ball. Now, like I said, this one that you see here has 5 colors being used. And I'll go ahead and tell you the 5 colors in case that you want to get them. So the one that only the single crochet row was done in was called a dark oak. And it took about 1,000 yards, so about 4 balls of that. And then the other colors, they went in this order. Right here, this one is paprika. And it was approximately 550 yards, so about, you know, you would need 2 balls, but not all of 2 balls. And then the next color was called nutmeg, and it took the same, approximately 550 yards. The next color used was called juniper, the same, approximately 550 yards. And then the last color used was called dusty peach, and it took the same as well, approximately 550 yards. And then you can see the colors were just repeated. So in total, you're going to need about 3,200 yards of a DK weight yarn. You can use any colors that you like, and you don't have to use as many colors as I did. Of course, you know what I mean. You do it however you like. You do you, however you see fit. But I thought these colors were really pretty, and the Mary Maxim Mellow Spun is very soft. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move this blanket out of the way. All right, so this we are going to be using a size H, which is a 5mm crochet hook. So I'm going to show you on a smaller scale. But that particular blanket that you just saw, you want to start with a chain of 253 chains. Or the stitch is done in a multiple of 21 plus 2. 21 plus 2. But following along with me, you want to chain 253. All right, so once you get your chain made, and making the chain with, I started the chain with the same color that I use for every single crochet row, was that dark color. That's what the chain is started with. All right. 253, and what we're going to do is we are going to start row 1 with a single crochet in the second chain from our hook. All right, so right there. Sorry about that. Second chain. And now we're going to work across, and we're going to put one single crochet into every chain or into every stitch for the length of a chain. So that's row 1, just one single crochet in every stitch. And I will meet back up with you at the end of the row. Alright, so I'm coming to the end of row 1, and I'm going to switch colors here. So on the last stitch here, we're going to go into it like we're going to do our final single crochet, and we're going to draw up a loop. And we're going to go ahead and pull the new color through. Like that. Alright, I like to clip the yarn off at the end of every color change, because this chevron is not bordered, therefore the ends will have to be sewn in. There's no border to hide the tails. So, got that. I'm going to do a little bit of a, I'm going to take the tail of my new color and the tail from my old color, tie it in a little knot, and then later on when we go to sew them in, this is so it doesn't slip away, we can undo that knot. You can also carry it with you if you like, I guess. Sew it under your crochet. Alright, so now we're going to start row 2. Okay. Row 2, we are going to start with a chain 1, and we're going to turn our work. And we're going to put 2 double crochets right back into that very first stitch. Doubles, 2 doubles. So there's 1 and 2. Now we're going to be working across double crochets. They're very easy to do. So the across double is worked over 2 stitches. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip 1 stitch, and in the next one we're going to double crochet like that. And then what we're going to do is go back into the stitch that we skipped and double crochet into that. So just yarn over and go right back into the stitch that we skipped and double crochet, and that is a cross double. Very easy. So we need to do 4 of those in a row, so that would be number 1. All right, let's do it again. So we're going to yarn over, we're going to skip 1 and a double crochet into the next, and then we're going to go back into the one that we skipped and double crochet into that. So we're just crossing over that double crochet that we just did and double crocheting. Just like that. So easy. You guys can do it. All right, so that's 2. Remember, we need 4 of them. Again, let's yarn over, skip 1 and double crochet into the next. And then we're going to go back and double crochet into the one that we skipped. So that's 3 cross doubles. Again, let's do one more. Skip 1 and double crochet into the next. And then go back and double crochet into the stitch that we skipped. Just like that. So that was 4 cross double crochets that we did in a row. Now what we need to do is double crochet 2 together over the first and last of the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first one and the last one, we're going to double crochet those 2 together, and the 2 in the middle, they're going to be completely skipped. All right, so we're going to yarn over and go into the next stitch and draw up a loop, and yarn over and go through the first 2 loops, and we're going to yarn over and we're going to skip 2 stitches, skip, skip, and we're going to go into the next and draw up a loop. We're going to yarn over and go through the first 2 loops, and you'll have 3 that remain. We're going to yarn over and go through all 3. So we double crocheted 2 together over 4 stitches because we left 2 in the middle unworked. All right, now we need to do our cross double 4 times again. So we're going to skip 1 stitch and double crochet into the next, and then we're going to double crochet back into the stitch that we skipped. So that's 1 cross double we did, and we need 4 of them again. So yarn over, skip 1, double in the next, and then double crochet back into the one that we skipped. There's 2 cross doubles. One more time, or one, we got to do it again. Skip 1, double crochet into the next, yarn over and double crochet back into the one that we skipped. So that was 3 cross doubles, and we need 4, so we got to do it one more time. Yarn over, skip 1, and double into the next, and then go back and double crochet into the one that we skipped. So that was 4 cross doubles in a row that we did. And then we need to put 3 double crochets into the very next stitch. 3 all into the same stitch. There's 1, 2, and 3. And that will end the repeat for row 2. So you would start again by doing a cross double crochet, and you need to do 4 cross double crochets in a row. That's 1. There's 2. There's 3. One more time. And that's 4. And now we have to do our double crochet 2 together over the next 4 stitches. So we're going to yarn over, but we're only doing a double crochet 2 together. So we're going to yarn over and go into the next stitch and draw up a loop, and yarn over and go through the first 2. And we're going to yarn over, skip 2, skip, skip, and go into the next one, draw up a loop, yarn over and go through the first 2 and the remaining 3. And then we need to do, then we would do 4 cross double crochets again, and then we would do 3 double crochets into the next stitch, and then you would just keep repeating that until you got till you got to the last stitch of the row. So the repeat is 4 cross doubles, and then double crochet 2 together over 4 stitches, so there's 2 empty in the middle, 4 cross doubles, and then 3 doubles into the next stitch, and repeat. And you can see that makes the valley here, and the 3 doubles in the same stitch makes the peak. All right, so I'll meet you at the last stitch. All right, so when you make it to your last stitch, I just did 4 cross double crochets in a row, and I have 1 stitch left. I'm going to put 2 double crochets into the last stitch, but I'm going to switch colors on the last double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over on the last double crochet and go through the first 2 loops, and then I'm going to bring back the color that I used for my single crochet row and pull it through like that, and then I'm going to cut off that other color, and I can start again. So again, I'll just tie these tails together just to hold them in place like that, and then we'll go ahead and start row 3. We're going to chain 1 and turn our work, and we're going to work 2 single crochets into the very first stitch. So there's 1 and there's 2 like that. And then we're going to put 1 single, this is going to start the repeat of a row 3. We're going to put a single crochet into the next 8 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, just like that. And then we're going to do a double crochet, a single crochet, 2 together, over 3 stitches, but we're going to be skipping this one in the middle. So we're going to go into the next stitch and draw up a loop, and we're going to be skipping this a double crochet together from the previous row and going into the next stitch and drawing up a loop. And we have 3 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and go through all 3 loops like that. So that was our single crochet, 2 together. And again, we're going to do a single crochet into the next 8 stitches. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to put 3 single crochets into the next stitch, and if you look, it'll be the middle stitch of your 3 double crochets from the previous row, and that will end the repeat. Put 3 of them in there for row 3. You just repeat that again. 1 single crochet into the next 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you got to do your single crochet 2 together over the next 3, but we are skipping the one in the middle. So go into the next stitch and draw up a loop, skip this stitch here and go into the next stitch and draw up a loop. 3 loops, yarn over and go through all 3, and then we will single crochet into the next 8 and then put 3 single crochets into the next, and that is the repeat for row 3. It is 1 single crochet into 8 stitches, and then a single crochet 2 together over 3 stitches, which means that you skip this one here and only go single crochet 2 together, but you're skipping one in the middle, and then a single crochet in the next 8, and then 3 single crochets all into the next, and that's the repeat. You just keep repeating that until you get to the end of the row, the last stitch of the row. So I got my 8 in a row, and then you want to go ahead and put 2 into your last stitch, and you want to switch colors here. I'm just going to go back to my red here. You can remember, you switch colors however often you'd like. That is completely up to you. Have a knot back here. And then we'll start row 4. So row 4 is pretty much the same as row 2. We're going to chain 1, turn our work, and we're going to start off by putting 2 double crochets into the very first single crochet here that we made. One, 2, and then we just start the repeat of row 2 or row 4. We need to do the cross double over the next cross double crochet 4 times. So we'll go ahead and start. We're gonna skip 1 and double crochet into the next, and then we're going to go back and double crochet into the one that we skipped, just like that. So that's our first cross double. Remember, we need 4 of them. Skip 1, go to the next and double crochet, and then double crochet back into the one that we skipped. It's 2 cross doubles. Again, skip 1, go into the next and double crochet, double crochet back into the one that we skipped. That's 3 cross doubles, and again, skip 1 and go into the next and double crochet, and then go back into the one that we skipped and double crochet into that. So that was 4 cross double crochets in a row that we just did. Now here is the only difference between row 2 and row 4 here. We're going to do a double crochet 2 together, but we're only going to do it over these 3 stitches, skipping this one right here. Before we had to do it over 4, but from here in the rest of the pattern, rest of the rows, it's just going to be over 3, leaving the middle one empty. So we're going to yarn over and go into the next stitch and draw up a loop, and yarn over and go through the first 2. Now we're going to yarn over, skip 1 stitch, and go into the next and draw up a loop, yarn over and go through the first 2 and the remaining 3, like that. And then we're going to do our cross double 4 times. So that's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, and then we're going to put 3 double crochets into the next stitch, which if you look, it'll be the center single crochet from the previous row where we worked 3 double crochets into the same stitch. It'll be the middle one, so we're going to work 3 double crochets into that stitch. There's 1, 2, and 3, and that will end the repeat of row 4. So again, we would just do 4 crossed doubles, and then we would work a double crochet 2 together over 3 stitches, skipping the one in between, so the first and the last of the 3, and then cross double, 4 cross double crochet stitches, and then 3 double crochets into the next, and then you start again with the 4 cross doubles, the double crochet 2 together, leaving the one in the middle empty, 4 cross doubles, and again 3 doubles into the same stitch, and you want to repeat this until you get to the last stitch of your row. Alright, when you make it to the last stitch here, I just did my 4 cross doubles. I got 1 stitch left. Put 2 double crochets into the very last stitch, switching colors on the last double crochet, so you can start the single crochet row. So that's it. It's just going to be a repeat of rows 3 and 4, 3 and 4, 3 and 4, the single crochet row, and then row 4, the cross double crochet row of row 4. Remember, it's different than row 2 because of this double crochet together. So we just repeat rows 3 and 4, 3 and 4, ending on a single crochet row. You do that until you get it as tall as you want it to be. Like I said, the blanket that you see in the picture is approximately 65 inches from point to point. So this one has a total of 153 rows total. And then you just tie off, hide any tails. The rows stay nice and straight on the ends. But if you want to add some type of border, you can. I don't generally border chevrons too often, but every once in a while I will. But remember, you don't have to make this entire blanket. You could make anything you'd want out of this stitch. Since I gave them multiple, it'd make a beautiful scarf or a skirt, a top, anything that you could think of. Remember, just keep repeating rows 3 and 4 until you get to your desired length. So I hope that you enjoyed my tutorial. I hope that you're able to follow along, okay? So if you did, please hit that subscribe button. I have hundreds and hundreds of tutorials. They are all free. All I ask is that you hit that subscribe button, and there they are, all free for you to enjoy. Give me a like if you enjoyed as well, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye, guys.